China, China, China. China, China, China. Those drones, a lot of these drones are Chinese, bro. They're Chinese, bro. China owns, this is an NPR article. It's actually from a while ago, but ain't nobody stopping China, so our enemy, how the fuck do we let our enemy own land in our country? China owns 3,800,000 acres of land. No, 380,000 acres of land. More than 25% of a million. Over 250,000. In the U.S., here's where. Chinese company bought land near Air Force Base in Grand Forks, North Dakota in 2021. Lawmakers fear that China, which many policymakers view as strategic adversary, even though it's the country's top trading partner outside North America, could gain control over the U.S. food and energy supply, as well as hold on markets. Although Chinese-owned land is a tiny fraction of all foreign-owned land in the U.S., bro, half of our land is owned by other fucking countries, bro. Canada owns a lot of our land. We're going to read that right now. If purchases have raised fears that Chinese government could have control through Chinese corporations over U.S. assets or gain access to U.S.-based information. Indeed, during the past 4 decades, Chinese companies and investors have bought up land in the U.S. as well as purchased major food companies like Smithfield Foods, the United States' largest pork processor. Corporations own the majority of that land. Now, legislation in Congress would restrict Chinese ownership of U.S. land. I don't know that we know for sure all the foreign land that potentially is owned by Chinese individuals or whether it's owned by folks controlled by the Chinese government. Of course, it's owned by the ones that are controlled, bro. Those fears come amid broader tensions between the two countries. Yeah, of course, Taiwan. Why the fuck do we let them have any sort of land? It's stupid. So fucking stupid. Yeah, of course we need to stop these purchases. Still, Chinese-owned land accounts for a tiny share of foreign-owned land in the United States. Chinese firms and investors own just over, like I said, almost close to 400,000 acres, less than the state of Rhode Island, and far less than how much Canada, Netherlands, and UK and Germany in that order each own. China is number 18 on the list of foreign investors, but China's rise, coupled with its geopolitical heft and its strategic goals that are sometimes at odds with Washington's, of course, dude. It's just stupid. So Canada owns 12.8 million acres. Netherlands 4.9. You know what it is? We live in a country where these motherfuckers don't care. They're greedy, bro. They'll let anybody own anything. They'll get a kickback from it. That's just crazy. That shit is crazy. Shouldn't let these fools own any of our land. You guys are our enemy, China. I would love to go to your country and visit it, but I'm just worried about the fuck's going on with our country. And for enemies, hey, it's better to know your enemies, right? So China. Anyway, so recently, man accused of running secret government police station in New York City makes a plea, U.S. attorney. Chen Jinping is accused of conspiring to act as an agent of the Chinese government. A New York City resident has pleaded guilty to operating an undisclosed Chinese government police station in Chinatown section of Manhattan. He pleaded guilty. Breon Peace, the U.S. Attorney, Eastern District of New York, announced Wednesday that Chen Jinping pleaded guilty to conspiring to act as an agent. A priority of my office has been counteract the malign activities of foreign governments that violate our nation's sovereignty by targeting local diaspora communities in the United States. A participant in a transnational repression scheme who worked to establish a secret police station in the middle of New York City on behalf of the National Police Force of the People's Republic of China, which are communists, has pleaded guilty to conspiracy to act as an illegal agent. What he was doing, he was pretty much arresting dissidents of China, people who left China and disagree with their government, he was sent over here to start these illegal police stations. What kind of shit is that? The two men worked together. So let me read this right here. That's crazy, bro. We let anything happen in our own fucking country, bro. Chen and co-defendant Liu Jianwing not only acted as illegal agents of the Chinese government, but also obstructed justice by destroying evidence of their communications with the Chinese Ministry of Public Security. The two men worked together to establish the first known overseas police station in the U.S., the release noted. Overseas police station? While the police station closed in the fall of 2022, it occupied an entire floor in an office building in Chinatown. The FBI executed a search warrant on the illegal police station. When agents searched the phones, they discovered communications between the two men and the MPS official had been deleted. He faces up to 5 years in prison. That's it. That's it. He pleaded guilty to charges. In a video recorded in 2023 of March, Liu appeared to be standing alongside New York City Mayor Eric Adams in an event where Senator Chuck Schumer also spoke. The fuck is he even doing there? Adams' office told Fox News at the time that the mayor's attendance at an event is to either show support for a local community or the city and does not signal any kind of endorsement. A spokesman for Adams also said the mayor does not know Liu. Schumer's office also stated that the federal lawmaker had never met Liu and didn't know who he was. Chuck Schumer's a federal lawmaker? Fuck that guy. He's a weirdo too. Just look at him. He's a fucking weirdo. The event was a fundraiser for the Fujian American Association, a cultural nonprofit linked to Chinese province. The event was a fundraiser for the Fujian American Association, a cultural nonprofit linked to Chinese province. In April 2022, Liu also met New York City Democrat fundraising. Record shows since 2020, Liu has contributed at least $32,000 to New York elected officials. That's fucking chump change. Man accused of running secret Chinese police station in New York City. That's a fucking joke. So anyway, let's go back right here. So state lawmakers are concerned about Chinese ownership of U.S. land. In 2023, at least 81 bills banning Chinese ownership of U.S. land were introduced across 33 states. China owned less than 1% of all foreign-held land. It's just, they're strategic, bro. It's location, where they're locating this land. But again, Canada owns 31%. Which countries own the most land in the U.S.? Canada, 31. Other, which is, yeah, whatever. And then Italy owns 7%. I don't know. I don't even need to read all this fucking data. The thing is we buy all this shit from China. Their drones, they have more technology than us, is because we have these people. Let me give you a history. So Spain came to South America, but they sucked. They don't know how to make their own shit. They don't know how to produce. They don't know how to strengthen their middle class. The middle class, which goes to work. They're entrepreneurs. They are motivated to grow. They're motivated to go to the higher class. The higher class is already there, so they'll invest in some hardworking, passionate person trying to get to that level, right? That's usually part of the middle class. The lower class is usually dejected. They're, they maybe don't want to work. Maybe they're unable to. Maybe they're not capable. And so Spain was unable to do that in South America. They didn't grow their own middle class, so they started depending on Europe and other places to import, instead of manufacturing or growing a strong middle class. And so they got into debt. You know what they said? Oh, well, we still have our homeland country. Fuck this land. We'll leave it all fucked up. Fuck this land. We'll just go back to Spain. And that's where the South America's been ever since. In debt. And so that's kind of how our bureaucrats in our country do this shit. They don't give a fuck. Those silent. You know what happens too? Is that since we're in a trade deficit, I mean, we import more than we export. That's a trade deficit. If we had a trade surplus, that means we sell shit to other countries more than we buy from other countries. But since we're in a deficit, that means we buy more shit from other countries because our shit's over here too fucking expensive because of government spending and inflation. And so what happens is, since we're fucking using our American money to buy shit from other countries, once they get those dollars, what the fuck they gonna do? It China doesn't use the dollar. So you know what we allow them to do? We allow them to reinvest with that American money back in our own country. And that's what they do. That's what they do. And that's what it is. That's what it is. And that's partially has to do with foreign trade, foreign exchange rates. Yeah. Supply and demand. Anyway, yo, that shit's frustrating. But they're our enemies, bro. And we let them do what the fuck they want. And are they really our enemies? Let us know, so we don't be saying this shit. And I can't go to China and see a country that's just part of history. Let us know if they're really our fucking enemies, like real enemy. If half our country don't think so, half our country thinks so. A lot of us don't even fucking know what's going on. We just know that. Why? Can we go buy land in China? Can I go start a small business in Mexico out of nowhere? Be this American immigrant in Mexico and just start making fucking food on the sidewalk and have my shit thriving? Fuck no. Cartels would fucking kill me. We let people do that shit here. Can I go to China and start buying land and start a farm over there? Fuck no. Fuck no. Not without them fucking having a hand in it, right? We let people do that shit over here, and it's just, it feels good to be upset though. Like how I am right now, it feels good. It feels fucking good. It feels good, but with Al Qaeda somewhere planning on some hits in our country, drones flying around and near drones being sighted and being reported more than ever right now near a lot of our bases and farmlands that they own throughout the country. They don't need a big farmland. They need just little pop shots. But a part of it makes me feel like it might be media, right? A part of me wants to hope that our fucking our intelligence agents are on it and we know every single thing. I hope, like, a part of me just wants to believe that and hope so. A lot of this is just for propaganda, and maybe just to sell papers, and I don't know. I hope so, but we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. A lot of you motherfuckers are obese, not in shape, can't even run a mile, can't even do 10 push-ups. We got places like China ramping up their military. That's all they do, bro. It's like either join the military or be poor. And they're no different than Muslims who are jihadists, who are believers in their religion and willing to die and believe in an afterlife, something bigger than themselves. You know how genetics work? I read a book on this. It's very interesting. The way genetics work, that group only survives based off those who are willing to sacrifice themselves for that group to continue forward. That's how it works, bro. What about in America, bro? Individual society. I'm gonna do another video, and this is all, I guess, theoretical. This is not fucking statistical based. This is just anecdotal. This is just me talking shit, I guess. But I don't know. It just seems weird, bro. And China should be able to respect. Like, they respect Trump because they're like, okay, he's not, like, he don't want to go to war. He wants to do business, but he's not gonna get taken advantage of. And that's all it is. That's all it fucking is.